Good day, everybody. I'm doing a little fishing here this morning on the Passadumkeag River here in the state of Maine. See if we can catch ourselves a fish today. It is definitely a little cool this morning. You can see the smoke on the water there. It's in the mid-40s here this morning. Mid-40s. Definitely a little chilly. I'm anxious to see how it may affect the fish early this morning. But I'm encouraged that there's no wind, so that is really nice. Hopefully that will help it to be at least tolerable. I have seen a fish jump this morning already, which is encouraging. Saw one jump a little bit ago. Come on, fishy, fishy. I'll work a little bit right underneath this bridge here. Make a few casts down below. Then we're going to move our way up the river. I want to get in that upper section this morning and try that. See how we do. First, I'm going to attempt to do a little bit right here. And then we'll move that way eventually. There's an eagle right there. There was an eagle this morning. No, another eagle too. See the two eagles? Two eagles right there. That's awesome. Let me see if I can get a close-up of that one for you. Guess not. Kind of hard, but hopefully you guys saw those. Pretty cool. Two eagles right there. I heard them squawking. I was on the other side of the bridge right here. It's pretty awesome, though. See those eagles this morning? Fish on. Fish on, guys. Here we go. See what we got this morning. Let's go. Oh, there. Ooh. I don't know what people would call this. I'm going to call it I call it like a river chub myself. I'll show you the fish. Just a second. Ooh, hold on. Right there, that's the fish. Yeah, he's back in the water there. I call it kind of like a river chub. Great big one. They're quite a little fish. I usually I've caught them here before, but I'm after bass, and there's pickerel in here as well and stuff, so I gotta fix my lure, guys. Give me just 1 second. I think my lure got twisted there for a second. It did. It's all right. And this is what I'm using this morning. I'm using a MEP spinnerbait. So I'm going to be using let's see if we can give us another bite. Ooh, there's a bite right there, another bite. See what we got on this one. Ooh, that looks like a smallmouth right there. Come on, let's go. Come on. Yes. Smallmouth right there, guys. There we go. Easy, bud. Easy, easy. All right. Well, even for it being cool this morning, things are shaping up pretty good. There we go. Nice little smallmouth right there. I like that. Not bad at all. Right there. First smallmouth this morning. Caught this here on the Passadumkeag River. Had a tough week. Yeah, sorry to hear that, man. Oh, look. I don't know what it's got, but it's got something in its talons right there. I don't know what that thing had in its talons, that eagle, but that thing is off and gone. I'm wondering if the other one down below is going to take off and chase it. That was cool. I don't know what it was eating. It was eating something. Huh. Oh, it's way down below there. I think it just went up one of those trees. Now we've got another one right here. Right down here, there's another eagle. I'm wondering if he'll take off and go after that one eventually. Yep, look. See that one take off? That one's headed down that way itself. That's interesting. Pretty cool. D, how's it going? Welcome. Good to see you this morning. Appreciate you tuning in. Oh, did you see that? Didn't that come out of the water? Oh my word. Took the lure, the line, the whole works, guys. Oh my word. Did you guys see that? Let me know in the comments if you saw that. That's what's left of my line. That was a huge pickerel. Came right up and just slammed that. Oh, that was awesome. That was so cool. I got another lure right in my pocket. We'll get another one on here. Bear with me. I'll get this rig back up here pretty quick. That was cool. Wow. Mark, welcome. That is cool. I couldn't believe that. Took the line, the lure, the whole works. That was something else to see. That was cool. That was a hit, I'd say, for sure. Phew. Wow. Wow. Thank you for the thumbs up. Appreciate that. Anyone who's in here, if you could tap that screen twice, that gives me a thumbs up. That would be awesome. I'll get a new lure tied on here, guys. And if I need to, we'll see how this next lure does. If I need to, I'll go up and grab another one that I just lost. This one here is a white one. I had a brown one, or black, I guess. I may go get that. Another one of those if I need to, but we'll try this white. This has worked good here as well. This one here. We'll go ahead and try this morning. See how this works. But that was cool. Right near the shore, and that thing just blew up and took everything. The line, the lure, the whole works. That was crazy. That was a good sized pickerel. I'll get this tied on real quick, and then we'll go from there. Here we go. For the people who are just arriving into the live here, I'm on the Passadumkeag River here in the state of Maine, doing some fishing this morning. Hoping to catch a few fish. I've caught what I call a river sucker already this morning. I've caught bass already this morning, smallmouth bass. And I just had a pickerel on that took my lure, most of my line and everything. Not most of my line, but some of my line, I should say. Just patted everything right off when it took off. That was a big one. It's pretty cool. Alexander, welcome. Gabardo, welcome. Good morning, everybody. Appreciate you tuning in. All right, we got this tied up. Let's see what we can do. Feel free to share the live. That would be awesome. If you miss any part of the live and you're curious what happened in the beginning and you came a little late, hit right there, right out of the gate. Oh my goodness. This fishing is something this morning. That was a bite right out of the gate. That was amazing. If you're curious what you've missed, feel free to watch the replay of this live later. But I'm excited to see how the fishing goes today. So far, there has been... Ooh, I've had several bites and caught a few fish already. I've got a cast right there, guys. Looks like a fish just came out of that right there. Let me see what I can do. I'm going to come right through here and let's see if we can catch this fish. I think there may be one right here. We'll see. Can't say for sure, but maybe. Worth a try. Ooh, ooh. Felt like a bite. Oh, it's a beautiful morning. All right, I'll make another cast of two right here, and then I'm going to work my way up the river. Here we go, fish on. Ooh, feels like a good one, guys. That's a bass. Nice fish. Ooh, don't get me wound up. I think you did. Got me wound up. Darn it. Come on. I lost the fish, I think. Yep. Got me wound up. Darn it. Good fish, too. That's okay. We had him on, though. You guys see him jump? You could let me know. That'd be great. Whew. What a morning. Man. Oh, another fish right there. That was another fish right there. This is unreal this morning, guys. Wow. The fish are definitely hitting this morning. No question. Come on, fishy, fishy. Fish on. Here we go. Let's see what we got here. This is what I call another one of them river chubs, it looks like. That's what I call them anyway. Check that out. I think river chub, sucker, something along that line. I don't know what you want to call them, but I call them either a sucker or a river chub. I don't know if that's what everybody calls them or what, but get them back in the water. Pretty good size. Hold on, guys. Got a twist here in my line. don't know if I can get that out or not. Let's see. Just a second. Let me see what I can do here. There we go. Okay. Yeah, all back on it. Well, I guess that white's working just fine then. Oh, come on. Why does that keep doing that? Hold on, guys. I gotta get this out if I can. Oh, I see. I gotta retie that, sorry. Haha, that's why. I skipped that eyelet right there. That's my fault, guys. I'm gonna have to retie that. It's okay. It's only take a minute. That. There we go. Bear with me. All right, there we go. We're good now. Boy, I am excited how good the fishing is this morning. I didn't know with these cooler temperatures this morning, if you just joined, when I started the live here a couple minutes ago, well, 17 minutes ago now, it was around 46 degrees when I left my vehicle. I didn't know with the cooler temperatures if the fishing would take a little bit or not, but I guess not. Things have been good right out of the gate fishing this morning. Looking forward to the day. Hopefully be pretty productive. Uh-oh. Weak spot in the line. That's not good. I think I'm going to pull some of that out and retie. Apologize, guys. I just don't want a weak spot in that. Give me just a minute. I'm going to set this down first. This lure. There we go. Oh, sorry about that. Oh, let's see where I want to cut that. I think we're going to go right up in here. There we go. I'll try this right here. See what we can do. There we go, right there. All right, I'll put the rest of this in my pocket. Okay. Right. Tie this on a little higher. This should be good here. Yeah, I ain't breaking that. All right. Back to what we were doing here. See if we can catch another fish. Sorry about all the mess ups here early here, guys. This morning. Apologize. Usually we're pretty good to go here, but it happens. It's how lives go, I guess, sometimes. All right. Where is everybody watching from? I'm just curious. What state, what country? Just curious. And what's the temperature where you guys are? Like I said, mid-40s here this morning when I left the vehicle to get here. Good morning. Runts, welcome. All right. Here we go. Let's try this again. So far, it has been very successful this morning. Caught several fish so far. Hoping it continues the trend. I could not be happier as far as that goes. Been very good. Good day, mate. From Australia. Joe, welcome. Good day. Appreciate you tuning in from Australia. Hope all is well. Do you do any fishing down there? And if so, what do you target in Australia for fish, bud? You do freshwater, saltwater? Just curious. You know, and that's something, Joe, that I haven't looked at, and I may have to. How is the freshwater fishing down there? I know, you know, people do a lot of saltwater fishing, but there's got to be freshwater fishing for you guys down there as well. I might have to look that up sometime, see what that's all about down in Australia. I'm curious. Freshwater. Murray cod. That is interesting. Interesting. Is freshwater fishing pretty big down there? I mean, I know the saltwater fishing there seems incredible. But is the freshwater fishing pretty big? They get up to 1 meter. Wow. And that's freshwater. That's something. Huge, mate. That's cool. That is so cool, Joe. Yeah, I'm glad you chimed in the chat and everything. This is awesome because up until right now, I never thought of that. I don't remember seeing much of freshwater fishing down there. I've always just seen, you know, people do saltwater fishing and stuff. Good luck, brother. I appreciate that, Grey Wolf. Thanks. Hope you have a good weekend, Grey Wolf. Hector, welcome. Yes, I've caught several Hector this morning already. I've caught what I call river chubs or suckers, whatever you want to call them. I've got a couple of those. Caught a smallmouth already. Oh, we got a good size fish right there, guys. I don't know what it is, but seems like a pretty good one. I think it might be a pickerel. Yep, it is. Pickerel. That's a good size one. That is a good size pickerel. Like to have seen it been the one that got my other lure. I also, Hector, caught one of these pickerel. Oh, geez, settle down, buddy. Settle down. Wow. I also caught one of these earlier. Didn't get it, obviously, to shore. It ended up taking my lure. It ended up taking my lure, my line, everything. Had to re-rig. So yeah, that's the pickerel right there. Good size one. If you guys have never seen a pickerel, and what they, I'm gonna be careful here. Check out the teeth on that bugger right there. Let me see if I can get them good. There you go. See the teeth on the top and on that bottom. Look at the size of those. You definitely do not lip these fish. Just wanted to show you that though. Check that out. That is something. All right. Feel free to share the live, guys. I'm here on Passadumkeag River here in Passadumkeag, Maine. And the fishing is really, really good this morning. It's in the mid-40s this morning. I didn't expect the fishing to be that great because of the temperature. But man, I've caught some fish already. Several. And I've been 27 minutes into the live. I've just been fishing right here next to the bridge. I was going to go upriver, and I still am. But wow. I just figured I'll fish this for a little while first. It's been very successful right here. Yeah, that was a good catch, Hector. I agree. No, very thankful for that one. Appreciate you guys who tapped that screen. If you tap the screen twice, it's a like, guys, if you didn't know that. So if you could tap the screen, that would be awesome. Oh, shoot. Hold on, guys. I'll get this out of the weeds. I don't want to lose another lure. Sorry. That was my fault. I misplaced my cast. That was my fault. I was trying to go to the edge of that grass bank over there. A little grassy spot, and I was trying to get on the other side of it. That's where I just caught that pickerel. All right. There we go. I wanted to get behind it there. There we go. Right there. I just wanted to come up along the side of it. No, that one there was a mistake on my part, Hector. That last cast before that one, I had to get it back up in through them weeds. I just didn't want to lose the lure. Like I said, I've lost one already this morning. It was right here in front of me. I mean, literally, I'll show you. It was like right there. I was reeling in, got almost to shore, and it hit one of these spinners that I use. And I took the spinner, line, the whole works. It took some of my line and everything. It was gone. And my line gets worn a little bit. I have to keep pulling some of my line out because my eyelet on the end, the porcelain, I think, is worn out on it. Or whatever the coating is on the end of it anyway, whatever that may be. And so I have to kind of be careful with my line a little bit. It's not as smooth as it should be. It's more metal. Yes, I was trying to get past them weeds. That's correct. Yes, that's what it was, snag. Yep, that's all that was. So yeah, I pulled out about another 8-10 feet of line, and we're good to go now. I need to get the end of my rod, the eyelet on it, replaced. Oh, yeah, come on, get it. Oh, come on. There it is, right there. Oh, come off. You see it come off, guys? Was you able to see that? I saw it come right out of the weeds right there and go for it twice. Couldn't tell if that was a pickerel or if it was a... Oh, come on, get off there. Get off there. I couldn't tell if it was a pickerel or a bass. Yeah, I didn't... Oh, we have another bite? My word. Take it then. Here we go. What do we got here? Small pickerel. That's a small pickerel right there. Man, this is awesome this morning. Ain't there been some fish hitting this morning? I'm kind of anxious to get up above. I just don't want to leave this spot right here right now. But up above could be fun. Oh, hold on, guys. I ate my pliers out. Easy, buddy. Easy, easy, easy. Settle down. All right. Okay, hold on. Give me just a second here and we'll get this out. There we go. Right there. Easy, Bob. Easy, easy, easy. You're all right. So that was a pickerel I got right there. Off and gone. Ain't they slimy? Slimy, slimy fish. If I'm getting bites, I'm never leaving until it's all dried up. There you go. Well, I kind them that way sometimes. But I definitely want to get up above too if I can this morning. I have got one tangled jingle up mess right here. Boy, I've had an awful hard time this morning with line and stuff. I am struggling big time here. Here we go. It has been a struggle. There we go. We're back in business. Whew. Goodness gracious there. I'm glad I checked that though. My line is down behind my spinner. So if I move this back up, get this line back around, because this needs to be up here, not behind that blade. If it gets behind the blade, it doesn't, the action isn't right when you're reeling it back. Braided lines tends to do that. Yes. Correct. Here we go. We're back at it again. Anxious to see what the next fish will be. So far, no shortage of fish. That is for sure. Here we go, guys. Here we go. I'll read that comment. I see the Melbourne one. Hold on. See what we got. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Another one of those sucker fish. Or river chubs or whatever you want to call it. My goodness, that's the third one I've caught this morning. That is freaking unreal. And they're a nice chunky fish. Don't they make some weird noises? They remind me a little bit of the way a catfish sounds when you catch them sometimes. You know how they may snort and stuff. There he is right there. It's a nice sized little fish though. Let's see, if you ever come to Melbourne, Australia, I'll take you Murray cod fishing. You stay with me. There you go, Joe. I'm going to have to look that up. I'm assuming there must be YouTube videos about it. I'll have to look that up if I can remember. Murray cod. All right. Let's try this again. It's spitting. There you go, yeah. I never believed I'd catch this many fish right in this one spot. I mean, I've done good here before, but I think this is probably the most fish I've caught in this one little area right here around the bridge in one session. Oh, there's another bite. Oh, came off. Did he get my lure? He got my lure. He took the lure. I bet that was another big pickerel. Bet that was another big pickerel, guys. And that's what you get with the teeth. Hold on, let me see what I got in my bag. I've got some in the car, so I mean, I do have more. Let me just see what I got in my bag here. See if I got an old one or not. I may have one. If not, you know what I think we should do? Anybody opposed to doing a topwater this morning? Let's try a topwater. Let's see if we can get any action on that. I've got a whopper plopper here. Let's try it. What the heck, right? I do have another spinner though. If we don't have much action with this, we will go to the spinner. But I want to try this topwater. See if we get anything on that the way these fish have been. That would be cool. Let's see. What's the temp? 45? I had 46 here when I left the vehicle. The boat landed. Just the other side of the bridge here. I had 46. I did have 45, I think, in Greenbush on my way up. I think it was Greenbush. But here in Passadumkeag, when I got out of the vehicle, it said 46. So mid-40s is what I'm calling it. The easiest way to put it. I'm going to try this topwater right now where it's so calm. And see if we get any takers on that. I think that will be cool if we do. Let's see if I can not hook my fingers up too bad. That's the problem with these whopper ploppers, man. These hooks on these trebles, these double trebles here, are so sharp. I've subscribed, so my offer's there for you. I appreciate that, Joe. Thank you. Well, hopefully someday I make it to Australia. I actually, Joe, I harvest bloodworms here from time to time here in Maine, and I know you guys have a fishery on the west coast of Australia that's always kind of interested me. And I'd just like to come check that out and just see how you guys do that. I think that would be kind of neat. Because I've been harvesting the bloodworms here in Maine for many, many years. Since I was a little kid. And I think it'd be neat just to watch, see how you guys do it and look at it firsthand. I think that'd be kind of cool. These big fish just jumped down below. Hold on, guys. Trying not to get distracted here by the camera. Hold on. There we go. My eyes aren't as good as they used to be either. There we are, right there. That, and oh, thought I had it. There we go. There. Awesome. We're on it now. Right there. Well, I'm learning of you, brother. I appreciate that. Yeah, Joe, if you want to check out some cool content that you may not be aware of, check out my bloodworm videos that I have here on YouTube. You can actually see where I harvest the worms and that stuff there. And I also harvest soft shell clams here in Maine, which are excellent eating. And I do both of them commercially, the worms and the clams. So that's part of my job and what I do. But I sell them here to people who buy from harvesters like myself. Mainly off-grid. Hey, Wayne, good morning. Good morning, mainly off-grid. You are going to have to go back and watch this in the beginning, mainly off-grid, if you can. We're 39 minutes into this live, and ain't I caught some fish. I'm here on the Passadumkeag River again, and I've caught a ton. I've lost 2 lures this morning. I think both are on pickerel, my MEP spinner baits, and I've caught several pickerel. I've caught some of those river suckers. I've caught bass. Right now I'm trying a whopper plopper. See if I have any luck on that. I've seen some fish jumping. She's flat calm. So I figured I'd give it a whirl with a topwater, see if we get any action with that, and if not, I'll go back to a spinner. I'll be going to see that for sure. Oh man, it has been one heck of a morning already. I don't know how many fish I've caught. 38 minutes I've caught 1, 2, 3 of those river suckers. The bass, I've got 1, 2, 3. Got either 2 or 3. Well, I brought at least 2, if not 3 pickerel in. 2 pickerel in. I've had a couple others on, and one of them right here in front, right about there, took my first lure. I had to redo my line and everything. And the last one was out that way there. Took it, had it on for a little bit, and ended up breaking the line. But you know how those pickerel are with those teeth. I figured I'd try this top water where it's a calm. And I've seen several fish jumping this morning. Figured I'd give the top water a whirl. See if we got any takers. And if not, I'll go back to the spinner. The spinner has worked, I mean, phenomenal this morning. The Met spinner. And I've used 2 different colors. I had the white and I've had the brown or black. I guess it's black. Nice size pickerel too. Yes. Yeah, that one was for sure. That one was a beauty. Yeah, I get something wound up on my whopper. That's the problem using these top waters. You hook a lot of stuff that's floating like the grass. But man, what a morning so far. And I have not made it up the river yet. Normally I go up on my corner up there and fish up there. That's kind of what I kind of go for, is to go up on that corner. But I have come underneath this bridge, come over on this side, and this has just been lights out fishing. Just bang, 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 bang. And again, right now I'm trying the top water. I've not got anything yet, but boy, it's been good. Nothing better than top water. I agree. I'd love to get a strike on top water. I do love it. I'll give it a few more casts. I may actually stop up to the vehicle real quick. What's the best fish to catch? Whatever one you can catch. I do a lot of bass fishing just because I enjoy it. But I mean, whatever you can catch. I just enjoy being outside and outdoors and catching fish. But I do enjoy bass fishing, I will say that. I thought maybe on this top water here I'd get some strikes, but so far not much. I'm hoping though. I was using the top water down below on this river where it intersects with the Penobscot River, and this was last week before, and I was using the top water, and I caught a couple smallmouth with it, which is pretty cool on top water. It was right underneath the road itself. Well, just beyond the road, I guess. I was kind of fishing under. Oh, there we go. There we go, guys. Right there. Right there. Right there. That was pickerel. Hit the top water. Right there. That's the best kind of release, too. I didn't have to mess with him. The old pickerel came through for us on top water. But then again, not catching much doesn't say a whole lot right here, because I've caught a ton of fish. I just don't know how many's in here. You know, in this one particular small area. I've been putting the staving on the fish today. Hold on, I gotta get this thing. Got down behind my treble hook and everything. I think it's right down at the bottom. Give me just a second, guys. See what I can. Yeah. So I gotta come right up around all them trebles. Okay. Sorry, guys. I gotta talk myself through this. There we go. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Look at that, huh? Wow, that's actually good for me. It usually takes me a while. Right at the end. Yes, it was right at the end. Great for mental health. I get away from my wife. I always have my dog with me. My best mate. There you go. That's awesome. Nothing wrong with that. All right, guys. I think I am going to I'm going to do another cast or two. I may just run to the vehicle really quick in a minute. So get out of there. Stinking junk, get on there. It's all right, there we go. I may run to the car real quick and grab a lure or two. And then head up the river. See what we can get up there. Ooh, 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 did you see that one slam for it? Did you see that? Another one right at the end. I think that was a pickerel as well. Haha, love it. I do love when they go for that top water. It is cool when they blow up like that. I'm anxious to go up above and see what it's like. Starting to finally warm up. The smoke on the water here is starting to dissipate. You know, what do you got there? Couple weeds inside the spinner there. Try to get them out. There we go. There we go. Oh my God, did you guys see him catch that? Look at that. That's a bass, guys. That's a big bass. Check this out. That's a nice bass right there. That's a beauty, guys. Beauty bass hitting that top water. Wow. Wow, guys. Check that out. Oh my word. Didn't he hit that? That is a nice fish right there. Nice smallmouth right there. That's a beauty. Nice fish. That's got to be close to 2 pounds. That is a nice fish. Was you guys able to see it when it hit? I'm always curious about that. Was you able to see it when it grabbed the lure itself and took it under? If you could let me know, that'd be great. That is just a beauty, Joe. Let's get a weight on that. Yeah, if you could just let me know in the comments, that would be great. This has been, guys, I can't believe the fishing here this morning. This is phenomenal. I could not be happier. Let's see what we get for a weight on this thing this morning. What do we got here? Oh, easy, buddy. £1 pound, 15 ounces. Almost 2 pounds. That's a good one. Yes, you did see it. Okay, Young's Fishing. Thanks, appreciate that. £1 pound, 15 ounces. Almost a 2 pounder. Murray cod hurt the bait. Like the bass, well done. I appreciate that. Yeah, we'll get this back in the water. Hold on 1 second, guys. I'm going to, just want to pull this back just a hair if I can. There we go. I might try to use that as my picture for this live. I guess it ain't that big of a mouth on it, but nice one though, almost 2 pounds. Let's get this back in the river. Let that go. Off and gone. Feel free to share the live, guys. If you're not subscribed to the channel and you've just showed up and you like the fishing lives, feel free to hit that subscribe button and check out the beginning of this live, guys. I've caught a bunch of fish today, right in this one little spot. It has been phenomenal fishing this morning. Right now I'm using a whopper plopper, top water, I have caught them on spinner baits this morning as well, fish. That one got hung up on something, dragging it in the water. That stinks. That's okay though. Got a little reed on there, I guess. Get that off there. That off there. What a morning though. Wow, I couldn't be happier with this. Hot spot, stay there. I agree. No, I agree. I'm gonna keep casting a few more times. I wish I could get, sorry guys, there is a, there we go. I guess I got that out of there a little bit. Awesome. Sometimes you get reeds of grass. I'll show you. And maybe you guys can actually see it. See that little reed of grass sticking out there? Where that whopper plopper is? They get wrapped around inside here with it because it spins. That's what makes that popping noise. And when you get the grass inside here, it kind of messes the action up. So it's kind of a pain sometimes to get that grass out, but it helps. Well, Barbara, I don't know what you said, but I appreciate you tuning in. All right, let's try this. Seems to be a little better action on it. There we go. I am amazed how many fish I've taken out of this right here. This has been crazy this morning. Just, it boggles my mind how many fish came right out of this little spot. And different kinds. You know, bass, pickerel, those river chubs. Been a little bit of everything this morning. So glad you guys will be able to be in here and check this out. And if it's not too much to ask, guys, if you could check out my other content on my page and hit the thumbs up and watch it, that'd be awesome. I'm really trying to grow my channel and trying to get that view count up on my videos, and just trying to get this whole social media thing off the ground on YouTube. And I'll be honest, the more I can grow on social media, the more I'll be doing social media. Come on, fishy, fishy. Let's go. All right, another cast or two and then I'm moving. I'll make cast or two right under the bridge here too. That's what I think I'll do first. Let me do that. Oh, got some junk on here. Again, that's where it gets wrapped around, right around that, where that spins there. Get 2 or 3 wraps around that, and that messes the action up altogether. So you kind of got to mess with getting that out. But hey, that's part of it. That little piece there. That's good. We get it. There we are. Try to cast the two right under the bridge here. Do you have any fast current areas? Yeah, the Penobscot's running pretty good. This here's got a little current to it, don't get me wrong. But in this particular area where I am, it's pretty calm water right here. But down this actually, I'm on the Passadumkeag River is where I'm at here in Maine, and this actually flows into what we call the Penobscot River. Hold on, guys. Shoot, I hit the. Give me a minute. It's gonna take a second. I got wrapped up all around my treble hook. Sorry, guys. Oh, wow. Hopefully this didn't mess up too bad. Hoping I can get this out easy. Tell me I can, please. There we go. Yeah, so the Penobscot River's got some quicker water than here, and that's not to say that down below, where this intersects with it, that there isn't quick water on this river. But right now, things are very low also. It's very, very dry here. I haven't had much rain. So, come on. Should be an easy fix, but what a frig. Here we go, right there. I think we got it. Yep, we got it, finally. Do you have to reel it so fast? Well, with the top water, I could stop some if I needed to, but you don't get that action. I mean, you just got a lure sitting there, basically. Hold on. I want to cast under there, but I want to hit that bridge. There we go. The problem is, if you don't have it coming somewhat of a speed, you're not going to get that popping sound as much. I mean, you can have it, you can go and stop, go and stop, go and stop. I tend to do better when I do a consistent reel. Oh, hold on, guys, hold on. That's why I had one jump right there. Here we go. Let's see if we can catch him. I don't know what it was. We'll see if it'll hit it, though. I'll make another cast if I have to. That came right out of the water. All I did was catch the end of the splash. Come on. Just curious what it was. If it was a bass, or if it was pickerel, or what it was. Neat. I think we got something in it again. Yeah, we do. Hold on, guys. Got weeds in it again. Plenty of junk floating around the water, that's for sure. Oh, I got one right there too. Where it spins. There we go. All right, I'm gonna go back under the bridge here and go up on the other side. Guys, I have caught so many fish right in this area. I could not be more pleased. Just learning new tips. No, hey, I get it. No, it just works easier for me. I've seen people stop and start with this type of lure, the whopper plopper, but for me to keep a consistent reel with it, you know, reeling with it, it works better for me. At least in these conditions. You know, I might adapt and change and do a start stop if I felt I needed to, you know, and maybe in a different area. That bird almost, I thought, was going to go after that there for a second. Almost like a little sandpeeper. Huh. Usually see them birds like that around the ocean. Kind of cool. I don't know if that's what it is, but it reminded me of one. What an awesome live this has been, guys. Man, I can't get over how good this has been. William, welcome. Right in the weeds. Darn it. Sorry, guys. I get mad at myself when it goes somewhere where I don't want it to. Just because I kind of know, and I'm holding my breath a little bit sometimes when I cast, and I go, geez, because I'm trying to get really close to an area, and I'll cast that and I'll go, oh shoot, I'll be able to get that in there, and then it's right in the middle of where I don't want it to be. Fish just jumped right down there. I'm gonna try it. Heck with it. Let's see. Right over the top of it, guys, almost. I just don't know what it was. What a morning with fish. That almost 2-pound bass, that was awesome in the top water. Have you caught anything yet, William? I have caught so many fish this morning. I've caught bass, I've caught pickerel, I've caught river suckers, or big river chubs, whatever you want to call them. Yeah. If you just tuned in, William, I would suggest when this is posted, go back and watch this live. Feel free to share it with people. I had I'm pretty sure it was a pickerel, end up taking my lure, one of my lures, and I had to retie my line and everything. Then I had another one, probably it was a pickerel, ended up breaking the lure off too with the line. I use a braided line, and he was still breaking that. I've got 20-pound braid I'm using, and I don't use a fluorocarbon leader or a monofilament or anything. I use straight braid. I think I am going to run up to my vehicle real quick. How many species there to catch? I'm not sure, to be honest with you. I know that, I mean, obviously there's 3. Well, I know there's largemouth bass in here once in a while too. I've caught largemouth in this rivers also. So I'd say 4 that I know of that I've actually caught here. Largemouth, smallmouth, pickerel, and those river suckers. I'm in Ohio hunting for a spot that had perch. There you go. I'm gonna run up to the car real quick, guys. I'm real close to it, so I'm gonna run up to the vehicle, and I'm gonna get a couple of my other lures and just bring them with us. And I'm gonna continue to head up the river up that way. So bear with me just a minute. I've got a couple more of those. What a great morning so far fishing now. Wow, I could not be happier. Looking forward to seeing what the rest of the day brings, with the morning being like this. Bear with me just a minute, guys. Be right with you. Okay. All right. There we go. Whew. There we are, guys. Off and going. Let's go do it. appreciate everybody tuning in this morning. Excited to see how the day goes. It was definitely cool here this morning. For people who just arrived, it was in the mid-40s when I started. It is warming up, but I was afraid with the temp we might have some slow fishing, but boy, I had been mistaken. The fishing has been awesome this morning. I've got pickerel, I've got bass, smallmouth bass. My biggest smallmouth this morning so far was almost 2 pounds, 1 pound 15 ounces. Things have gone really, really well. I'm very excited to see how the morning goes. Not just the morning, the rest of the day, I should say. Wow, that was a bad soft spot. We try to be careful here, guys. Last thing I want to do is end up falling in a hole, sinking into a hole, I should say. Bear with me. Get up here on the corner. See how we do. Okay. A little further. Oh. We go. Whew. Almost there. Okay. Almost like coming home. I love this little spot. I'll try top water first where I got it on. Then we'll go from there. I did get a couple of spinners. We can go to that if we need to. One step at a time. Well, let's see if we can start catching some fish. I'm excited. Are the fish nice to eat? I don't eat any. People do eat some of the fish that I catch, some of the different kinds, but I personally don't. Just not a huge fan, so I do it more for content and that I enjoy it. I'm a catch and release type of guy. I don't use them to eat. Content more than anything for me. Get out of there. Oh, boy, ain't them hooks sharp. Alright guys, let's try top water. See how we do it right here. We'll start with this, and then we'll go to the spinner if we need to. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Been also looking for a good spot to catch a northern pike. I have caught one so far in my life. Wasn't a huge one, but I was able to catch one. It was awesome. Like a pickerel, basically, obviously. Hold on, guys. Frustrated, sorry. It's my own fault. Got mad. Wasn't doing what I wanted. And I got wound up in some weeds. And I got frustrated. That was all me. I'm going to walk out a little further here. I'll try this couple more casts. I'm going right to the lure. I mean the lure, the spinner. Because I think you'll find this up here is just as good a fishing, if not better, maybe than down there. It should be anyway. Normally is better up here than down there. But who knows? Each day is different. See what we can get here. Okay. All right. I'll try a couple more casts with this. And if it doesn't work out, ooh, fish jumped right there. And if it doesn't work out, I will right back to the spinner. Because I think the spinner is by far outperformed this top water today. All right, let me move out here just a little bit. Yeah, I'm going back to the spinner, guys. I'm going to tie a spinner on, see how we do with that. I'll put this back and go with the spinner. I think I can have a little bit of success maybe with that. But we did catch, so far we've caught the biggest bass on this whopper plopper this morning. People who just arrived, my biggest bass this morning so far is almost 2 pounds. Smallmouth. Put a frog on. Well, I fished a frog last time I was here, but I don't want to do that now. I'm gonna stick with the spinner. I may do that if I switch to top water again. Maybe I'll go with the frog. I do have one. I got one in my bag. But I think I'm gonna stick with the spinner and see if we can get back onto some fish up here with that. And then if not, like I said, I got a frog right there. So I am covered with one if I need one. But I'm going to try the spinner first. And I think I'm going to go with the darker color again. So I've got 2 different ones. I got the white one there with the white bottom, and then I got the dark one. I'm going to go with that darker one. That's what I lost first before I went to the white one earlier. I lost one of these dark ones. So I'm going to try this again. See how we do with this. Because I know earlier, I mean, this is what most of my fish came off from, was this the spinners today. But I figured trying the frog wasn't a bad idea. Not the frog, I mean the whopper plopper. Top water is a good idea when it's flat conditions like this. But I'm thinking where it's so cold, maybe they're a little more active deep, I don't know. But she's warming up now. Spinners I love using. Yes, me too. I am not a paid sponsor or anything by MEPS, but I'll tell you, I've had a lot of success with MEP spinners. I've caught a lot of different fish with them. Largemouth, smallmouth, pickerel, all kinds of stuff. I think I even caught sunfish with these, if I remember right. All right, let's see what we can do here, guys. See if we can get a fish or 2 on this. But I've been using these MEPs for a long time, and they seem to work rather well for me. I don't always catch fish with them, you know, because you got to change it up sometimes, and they, you know, sometimes they'll bite some things and they won't others, but for the most part, I'm pretty successful with them. I'm happy with the performance. We'll see if we can get any takers up here. I know down below was phenomenal today. I was very pleased with it. Trying to keep this out of the weeds as much as I can. Once I get close to shore, there's so many weeds and grass and junk here. That's the one downfall with these spinners. They will get hung up in a lot of stuff. Move out here just a little tiny bit more. There we go. Okay, I'd cast the two up this way. Oop, the fish went for it. There we go. There we go, guys. Right there. There's pickerel again. Nice little pickerel. There we go. There we go. I'll walk in here, guys. I use my pliers. Joe, I appreciate you investing your time and watching. That's awesome. I really appreciate that. I often wonder how many people will watch through a live. And, you know, because I know a lot of people are busy and just scrolling through social media and stuff. But I really appreciate the people who just stay and stick with and all that. But there we go, guys. Another pickerel right there. Get that back in the water. Not a bad little fish. Slimy as it is. They are very, very slimy fish, Joe. Very slimy. Almost kind of like an eel with the slime that they have on them. That's what they kind of remind me of. Wicked slimy. Oh, if nothing happens, go back to the bridge. Maybe the structure is the key. Could be, you know, you're right. I'm 55 years old this year, and I've decided I want to learn to fly fish. I don't know why I waited to learn. Well, I'll be honest with you. I've thought about trying it again myself. And I'm in my 50s also. And I went when I was a teenager a little bit. Just played around with it more than anything. And I've thought about it myself. Haven't got there yet, but I've thought about it. But I do so much of the rod and reel stuff, and I enjoy this, and I don't mind trying new stuff and things, but I also like catching fish. And I'm afraid that if I try that, I won't catch any. Not saying that every day I catch fish, but... Oh, bottom. There's a little weed bed there that I have a hard time. I can't see it, but I know roughly where it is after I hit it a couple times. But I can't see it in the sunlight. I think it's a deep hole, then it rises, then it drops again. Right there. Good morning from Massachusetts. Well, good morning. Hope all is well. Hope you're having a great weekend. Andrew, appreciate you tuning in. It has been awesome fishing here, Andrew, today. I'm on the Passadumkeag River here in Maine, and I have caught a ton of fish this morning on this live. If you get a chance, Andrew, after the live's over and it gets posted, definitely go back and watch through it. I think you'll be happy with what I get. I've caught several pickerel, I've caught several bass, I've caught some river suckers. I've got a bunch of different fish right here this morning. And when I left the vehicle this morning to go fishing, it was 46 degrees. There was a fair amount of smoke on the water, and it was cool. That sun, though, right now feels just like a heating pad. Absolutely gorgeous here. Let's see. Doing okay. Would be better in Maine. This little snapshot will hold me over. Snapshot. There you go. Awesome. Well, I appreciate you tuning in. I'm going to try to keep this out of that weed bank this time. It's halfway across here. So we've got a pickerel so far up here. I actually, the reason I like this is because I caught some of my bigger bass right on this corner up here. Right here where I am on this corner. I caught my PB here twice this year on smallmouth. So far, my biggest that I've caught here is 3 pounds 5 ounces. I've had one 3 pounds 4 ounces here, and one that was 3 pounds 5. And earlier in the spring, I think it was this year, if not last, I was catching largemouth mixed in with them, with the smallmouth here. So we've got one pickerel since I've come up here. There's that stinking weed bed again. I'm going to actually move up the shore a little bit and make a few casts. And like it was mentioned before, if I don't catch many here in one or two other little patches here, I will move back down towards the bridge and actually go down below it in a ways and try fishing. Because right there at the bridge was phenomenal this morning so far. I don't know, there was so many fish in that one area. You know, different species and so many, and geez, man, just unbelievable. Between the fish I brought in and the ones that got away, I mean, that's quite a few fish in a small area. I've got two areas. I got one here, and then I got another one up above a little more that I'm going to try. Depending on how that works out will depend if we stay up here or go back that way. But we'll try a few casts in each one. See how it goes. Come on, fishy, fishy. Oh, fish just jumped right there. Another one jumped right there. Cool. Nice to see some activity here in the river today. Got a little bit of a reed there. Okay, I'm going to go up a little bit more. Try one more spot here, and then worst case scenario, I'll work back where I was and head down the river. We'll go that way. I do want to try this spot over here though first. For the people who are new in the live right now, where are you guys all watching from? Just curious. What town, what state, country? Kind of curious where you're from. I'm on the Passadumkeag River, fishing today here in Maine. Here we go. Fish on. Feels like a good one, guys. Oh, that's a big bass, guys. See if we can get this in. That's a nice fish right there. Nice fish. Nice fish, guys. Wow. Come on. Come on. That's a nice fish. Holy crap. Look at the size of that thing. Get in here. Get in here. Get in here. That right there is a big boy. That is a big fish. Might be close to a PB, guys. Right here. This could be close to a PB. Oh my gosh, ain't that thing heavy. Ah. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Hold on. We might have my PB. If not, that's a big fish. Feels like close to a 3-pounder. We'll see. Wow. Feel free, guys, to share the live. Tap that screen. 2 taps will give me a... wow, ain't that a nice fish? Look at that thing. Look at that smallmouth right there. Wow. No, this is a smallmouth. Smallmouth bass right there. That is a smallmouth, guys. Wow. Beauty fish, though. Beauty. Oh, my goodness. That is a nice size smallmouth. Yes, smallmouth bass. We got to get a weight on this. So far... and you guys, anybody want to give any guesses on the weight on this thing? I'm going to say 3.2. My PB right now in this river and my personal is 3.5. Well, it's a good size smallmouth, no question. Yeah, it ain't that big though. I can't even get my hand in there. All right. Let's see what we get for weight on this thing. 3.5 is my PB. I don't know what we'll get. But seems like a pretty good sized fish. Easy, bud. Easy, easy, easy. Easy. 2 pounds, 13 ounces. 2 pounds, 13 ounces. I thought it was 3 pounds. I'm going to try it one more time, guys. I'll give it one more weight and see what we get. But that sounds right, I guess. She's fluctuating a little there, but that's probably exactly what it was. We'll see. Now 3 pounds too. Do one more and then we'll split whatever it says. See what we get for accurateness on that. Easy, easy. 3 pounds. So right around 3 pounds. Right around 3 pounds. Nice fish though. Easy, buddy, easy. We'll get you back in the water. So 2 pounds 15 to 3 pounds 2 ounces depending on the weight, but a pretty fish. Pretty bass right there. That is a beauty. If you guys aren't following the channel, if you guys could hit that subscribe button, I'd appreciate it. Hopefully I've earned that. Okay. I want to get it so, there we go, right there. I want to try to get this maybe for my cover of this. There we go. Let's get this back in the water. Beautiful bass. So pretty fish. Couldn't be happier. Off and gone. Wow, look at him go. That is super. Oh, man. Yes, back in the water. All right. Collect my thoughts here. Wow, I am excited. And if I wouldn't have come up here, I wouldn't have caught that one. That's awesome. Joe, was you able to see that? Joe, are you still in here? He may have jumped out. Got you, mate. Okay. Was you able to see that bass? That was a nice fish. I thought anyway. Gets the old blood flowing in the morning. Beautiful, mate. Yeah. Nice fish. I was happy with that. I've caught several around the 3-pound mark here in this river. Just under, just over. A few times now, and boy, they give such a good fight for fish that size. My largest largemouth that I've ever caught is 5 pounds 7 ounces so far. But I think, if I remember right, don't quote me, but I think the state record in Maine is just over 11, I think, pounds. If I remember right, that could have been taken down by now. I mean, not taken down, but broke by now. I don't know. But for some reason, that seems to stick in my head. Just over 11 something. I'm fishing with you, mate. I appreciate that, bud. The big ones out there. Yeah, no, I personally think I had one on, not this, I don't think it was this spring. I think it was last year and the year before. And these smallmouth are known for jumping right out of the water and doing a lot of acrobatic stuff, you know, shaking and jumping and twisting and stuff on the water. And I've caught them right under the bridge, right where I started. I've had one on 2 years in a row that I know had to be close to 5 pounds. They're just huge smallmouth bass. And it spit the hook each time. 2 different years, 2 different fish. And well, it could have been the same one, who knows, but I doubt it. But yeah, they were both huge fish. And from the 3-pounders that I've caught so far here, that was by far a lot better. Both them ones that got away that time were by far better size-wise. Just, I mean, they looked immense when you see them in the water jumping. I'm glad I come up on this end there. That was worth it for the one fish. Well, I guess we've caught 2 because I caught a pickerel also. Them smallmouth is what I come here for. I love catching those. And it's the same thing that this river here, the Passadumkeag, actually feeds into the Penobscot, and there's a lot of smallmouth in that Penobscot as well. Show flies, welcome. New here, passing through. I did subscribe and gave you a like, but gotta go make my rounds to help the fishing community. I appreciate that, Show Floss. Thank you so much. Who's Brown? Hey, man. It has been one heck of a morning. If you ain't out, bud, I'll tell you. I don't know how it is up your way this morning, but I will tell you, I'm on the Passadumkeag here today, River, and man, it has been just on fire this morning. I just had around a 3-pound bass, smallmouth. I've caught one almost 2 pounds, and when I say round 3 is, I did 3 weights on it. One came 3.2, the other one was like 2.15. But I think I got 3 different weights on it. You can see it on the replay. But we'll say right around 3 pounds. Beautiful smallmouth. Caught one that was almost 2. I think it was 1 pound, 15 ounces. I've caught, I don't know how many pickerel here this morning. Caught some of those, I call them river suckers. And I've caught some of those probably over a foot. Or chubs, river chubs maybe, whatever you want to call them. I call them suckers though, I guess. Chubs, whatever. Doesn't matter. I don't know, but I've caught 3 or 4 of them. Joe, I found the biggest fish I've caught the odd times. That if the times anymore, great bass meat. One was 4 pounds smaller. Wow. That's a nice smallmouth. Sorry, I'm trying to look over to the woods there, see. Sounded like something was coming through the woods over there. Just keeping an eye out on things where I'm up in here ways. Slaying them yesterday live. That's awesome. On the Passadumkeag. There you go. What the heck was that? Hold on, guys. I heard it splashing in the water and there's not a ripple. I mean, it's almost like somebody running their hands through it. Wonder if that might have been a... No, because there would have been a slick of ripples. I don't know what the heck that was. I'm wondering it might be a beaver or an otter up above here playing around. But on the other side is what I heard earlier. Made me take notice. I didn't know if there's a deer or a moose, bear or something coming through the woods toward the water there. There's cracking of the limbs and stuff. It wasn't on this side, it was on the other side, so I'm just kind of trying to be aware of my surroundings. Any bites, bro? Yes, it's been active this morning, very active. If you get a chance, go back and watch the go back and watch this live when it goes back into replay. I have caught several fish this morning. I've caught bass, I've caught pickerel. It's been very active. Fish on. I don't know what we got. We hit. Oh, did I lose him? I did. Darn it. We had one. Felt like a good one too. Yesterday, small birds were doing that in the water. Yeah, we've had some small birds picking at the water here. They almost look like sandpipers, Lewis. You know what a sandpiper looks like down from on the coast? It's almost what it reminded me of. But this, that splashing up above though, I never saw. It was weird. I never saw a ripple after it. I didn't know if maybe casting back over here, if that was a pickerel that hit him, it will hit again. Sometimes the pickerels will hit a few different times. Let's see. Do you have any gar fishing there? Yeah, no gar here. Turtles? Yeah, there is turtles. I mean, you'll have snapping turtles and what we call painted turtles. And yeah, there's a few different kinds of turtles here. The splashing I heard earlier wouldn't have been the turtle, though. Not the way I heard it, because it almost felt like, it almost seemed like something was, well, I don't even know how to describe it, really. There's fish jumping up the way. I see those. But it almost sounded like somebody running their hands through the water or something, almost like washing their hands. It was just weird. I don't know. It stopped anyway. I think it was on this side too, but I didn't see anything. Strange. Yeah, there's lots of turtles, that's for sure. Man, I'll tell you, they have, when they were laying their eggs earlier this spring, man, weren't there some places where I fished? And I'm sure, Lewis, you've seen the same thing, where, I mean, you would see hole after hole after hole after hole, you know, on the sides of the roads and river bankings and stuff where they've laid their eggs. Oh my goodness. Boy, they they were laying some eggs earlier this year. I'm gonna move up a little further. Seems how we've had good luck here. I'll keep poking at the area a little bit. Maybe we'll find out what that was right up here. I don't know. I'm assuming, see, you've got some slide lines here too, where beaver and stuff have come out of here. And I'm assuming it could be beaver too. I just didn't see anything, you know what I mean? Which kind of I thought was odd. When you hear splashing like that, or at least when I hear it, I think, well, geez, I'll just follow the ripples and then find out what made the splash. But I heard the noise, but if it was right in these, you know, like lily pad reed type thing, I wouldn't have been able to see it anyway. I think that would have broke up the ripple if it was way up in that. Shiners was making the water boil like yesterday. Yeah, I believe it. Something big chasing a small fish at your spinner. Seen it happen to me. It's possible. The shiner sounded like a whopper ploppers. Huh. I actually had one of them on earlier. Whopper plopper. I caught that, the first good sized bass I had today. I caught on the whopper plopper. One that was 1 pound 15 ounces. I wanted to come up this way. I thought about coming down your way and fishing, Lewis, today, but I didn't, just because it's the holiday weekend. And I just thought there's going to be so many people around, and I knew coming up this way, less people. And I have service at this particular area, so I knew I could do my live. So it was a win-win for me to just come up here and try this, and it's been a phenomenal morning. I could not be happy with the amount of fish. If I don't catch another fish today, I've had an awesome morning fishing. It has been spectacular. There we go. I'll try a few right up here. Might step over there too and make a cast or two. I want to go parallel with the bank here a little, because you might be able to get something to come out and bite off that. But that, just a second now. I just don't end up in a hole here either. That smallmouth I caught, that biggest one here a little bit ago today, that was kind of out in there a ways, so it wasn't just off the bank. But the pickerel had been shooting right out of the reeds and bank and hitting on him this morning too. I've noticed that from down below too. let's see. I was out in the rain. My keg was fishing, filling with water. Yeah, it was poured the other day. Sun out now, so go silver or gold. Yeah, Plymouth Pond is back. Yeah, I knew it would be this morning. I normally would have went there first thing, but yeah, I kind of knew my fate when I woke up this morning. I get up around 3 a.m. 3:15. Oh, shoot! Darn it! I got excited. My fault. Darn it. I see that ripple coming for it, and when he hit, boy, I just wanted to set the hook. Yeah, I was afraid this morning if I made that trip, I would have been sorely disappointed. You know, for all the people. And it's hard to film when... Oh, another one hit. Oh. Gee, Warren, he fierce. And this thing wasn't spinning right either, and he still was hitting. The pickerel, I'm pretty sure, guys. Yeah, I get up around 3, 3:15, I guess. Left the house just after 4, and figured I would head this way, and may even head a little further north or east. I'm not sure what I'm doing yet. I knew I was going to do the live here if things went well, and it's going great. Couldn't be happier with everybody tuning in and all the stuff. But here we go. That's a little pickerel, ain't it? Yep, little pickerel, guys. The first one wasn't. I think the first one was a decent one, but that's a little one there. But pickerel number, I don't know how many this morning. Another little pickerel right there. Got a little piece of my lure. Awful nice of him. Off and going. Get back in the water. Big hit. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Going parallel on the shore here with these reeds and stuff. Those pickerel, and I'm Lewis to say the same thing, I'm sure. Those pickerel here in Maine, geez, the ambush predators wicked out of the grass and the reeds. They'll stay in those grass and reeds. Not that I haven't caught them in, you know, deeper open water, but they seem to be almost like ambush. I mean, they come right out of them reeds and grass and just bang. I know, like in the spring and stuff, when the bass are on the beds and they're in shallow water, you know, it's kind of like that. You know, kind of how they'll hit. Same thing when you're near the beds in shallow water, but boy, these pickerel, man, they come out of there and they were almost in a vengeance. Burke's Outdoors. Hello there from Passadumkeag, Maine. Well, hello, Burke's Outdoors. Welcome. I almost came up your way, and I may still before the day is over. I may be up that way today. Hope all is well up that way. I was thinking of coming that way. Right now I'm on the Passadumkeag River. And I was thinking about coming up that way and maybe doing some smallmouth fishing up that way before it gets too late. My biggest thing was how crowded every place is going to be once I get there. I have never fished the Passadumkeag River, but I was going to fish. I was going to maybe try that, and possibly even try on the Penobscot up that way. Haven't been up that way in a while, and thought I might come up and try. And that's what I think I am going to do here eventually. I'm going to go do a live myself later. There you go. Well, I may be up there before it's over. Like I said, as soon as I get done here, I'm almost 2 hours into my live here, so I may head up that way. I've got my charging block with me to shoot video and to do another live if I wanted to, so I could use that. Plus, I'll have time to charge on the way in the car. But I'd like to get some videos today, some long form if I could. just kind of wait and see. I'm going to make my way up that way though, I think. I also thought about cutting across in Lee and heading down east as well. Doing the cut across over and coming out down that way. But we'll see. Just play it by ear once I get to Lincoln, I guess. But I'm thinking of going a little further north. Well, I can tell you this has been a beautiful morning here so far. Burke's Outdoors. It's been awesome. The fishing's been phenomenal today. I've caught several bass. I had a smallmouth here that was right around 3 pounds. I've had one that was almost 2. I've had another smaller one. I've caught a bunch of pickerel. I call them oversized river chubs. I think I call them suckers once in a while or whatever, but they're just big fish. They silver scaly type things, and they're about a foot long or so. Caught several of those. Also subscribe, my friend. That's awesome. Well, Burke's Outdoors, I'll try to do my best to check your stuff out myself. I can always look through the live, and I know it'll be towards the end. And if you could, just so I can, if you wouldn't mind, go to my latest video, maybe, that I have on here. I think it was maybe, yeah, it was me worming, I think. Something to do with bloodworms was my latest video. You could go to that and just leave a comment. I will, I'll check your channel out. That way there I can find it, Burks, if you don't mind. And I will check that out, bud. That would be great. Well, like I said, I plan on coming up that way today. I'm glad you mentioned that. I had it in the back of my mind. And I may do that just as soon as I'm done here. I mean, it isn't that far, you know, less than an hour I can be there. And I used to spend a lot of time in the Passadumkeag Lincoln area years ago, relatives and stuff. Ooh, that sounded like a nice jump up above there. Holy sneaker. I saw that ripple inside of ripples. There's a little bit of air moving up above there, and I saw the ripple right inside that even. That's a good sized fish. But I think this is as far upstream as I'm going. Hey, Burko's Outdoors Adventure. I'm by Newport. Do content too, yes. This right here, Lewis, is where I wish I had your kayak. I think kayaking this spot would be awesome. I've never been in one. I would definitely want one that was on top and probably a motor, all kinds of stuff, but I think it would be nice to get around with one up in here. I've seen people with small boats and stuff. Seen them with canoes and stuff up in here in the past, but boy, I think that'd work well. And this goes a long ways. This actually, I think, yeah, this goes all the way up into Burlington, the river. So you get a long distance between here and there, miles and miles. I don't know how much of it you can, you know, I don't know what the rise and fall is, and maybe blockages or portages or anything like that, but I guess that's something you'd have to determine on the way, going up through it. All right, I'm gonna start fishing my way back, guys. We'll continue our journey back. See if we get any takers back that way. Louis, you fishing today? Are you gonna try it later today? And if so, you going up your way today? By Sebastopol or something? Hope you catch a 6-foot sturgeon. I appreciate that, Joe. I appreciate that. I have yet to catch one, but believe it or not, Joe, when you say that, the river just outside of this, that this connects to, actually has some in it from time to time. The Penobscot. You cannot target them, though. They're a protected species here in the state. And there's several other rivers here in the state that have sturgeon also. The Kennebec is one of them. I was actually fishing for striped bass on the Kennebec earlier this year and got to see some huge ones jumping out of the water. I bet within an hour's time fishing one day, I saw 20 of them come out of the water. It was just, and it might have been more. It was just, you'd look and you'd see the splash, look, see the splash. Sometimes you'd watch the fish actually come out and splash, and it was just cool. And I mean, some of them, you know, 3, 4, 5 feet fish coming right out of the water and splashing was just awesome. Yes, I'm gonna try to do a lot. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna be on my way up that way. I gotta look over my map and see where I want to go and where I want to try. I know there was an area where there was a set of falls that I was thinking about trying around that, and just to see what that area was like on the Passadumkeag. Now, I'm pretty sure you know what I'm talking about. Dion, welcome. How's it going? Yeah, no, the sturgeon were awesome earlier this spring up there on the Kennebec. It was phenomenal. I was hoping to get some video of it, but at the time I wasn't doing the YouTube lives like I am now. I'm hoping to get some footage of that, especially next season, but I don't know if I'll be down there this fall or not. I may try to do some fishing down there this fall on the Kennebec. I just got to see how things go. And I don't know if they'll be as active as they are in the spring. I know people told me they've seen them, you know, just phenomenal in the springtime there. Caught any fish on the live yet? A lot. I've caught quite a few fish this morning. If you get a chance to replay the live, I highly, highly recommend replaying this live. Feel free to share it. I've had several bass I've caught this morning. My biggest bass was almost right around a 3-pound smallmouth. Caught one almost 2 pounds. I've had another smaller one. I've caught several pickerel this morning. I caught a few other fish. Yeah, it's been a very active morning. I started my channel like 4 years ago. Hold on. Burke's Outdoors. I started my channel like 4 years ago. We got really serious 2 years ago. Yeah, I only got 550 subscribers, but I'm working hard on that. Bought a lot of good equipment and cameras. That's awesome. How big do they get? The sturgeon? The sturgeon could get, yeah, several feet. I mean, it depends on whether it's a short nose or an Atlantic sturgeon. You know, there's different types of sturgeons. But yeah, they can get several feet. I think, oh, that was bottom. Darn it. I was hoping. I think, and I don't know if somebody else might be able to chime in that's in the chat here from the state. There was an article or picture or something, and I don't know if they may have seen it in the last couple days, from the Kennebec. And I think someone actually had a picture of one, a sturgeon up there that was, they estimated around 7 feet. But yeah, they can get hundreds of pounds. I don't know if anybody else like Burks or Lewis, or either one of you guys saw the picture, but I saw that somewhere online. And it looked like it was around 7 feet. I can't confirm it. I didn't, wasn't there or anything, but I did see a picture. And I thought they said it was a Kennebec. Their back is like a plate, kind of. Yes. Yeah, almost like a dragon scale is what I think of. I've seen several of them caught, but I never personally caught one myself that I can remember. I see a couple caught right on the Penobscot a couple years ago when I was striper fishing down in Brewer at Fisherman's Park. I saw a couple get caught there. They were, let go and stuff. But you can't help it. You hook one, you get it off and let it go. Just part of fishing. But yeah, you definitely want to look at the rules and regulations on them. They're protected, and yeah, they don't want you messing with them for sure here in the state. All right, make my way back to the bridge. Ooh, here we go. Oh, did you see that? Did you see that smallmouth? Damn, came off. I fish in the park for stripers. You do? That's awesome. I got one in Brewer. That's cool. That's cool. Have I ever seen you there? I fished there a little this year. I did more last year and the year before. Never caught a striper there this year. I only caught one last year. The year before I caught, I don't know, 7 or 8. The Fisherman's Park, though, yeah, I like that area. It's a nice little area to fish. That was a nice little smallmouth right there. I've been trying to clean the big 4-pound bass out of Millinock Extreme to help the trout. I heard years ago the trout and salmon fishing there was really good. Is that true? I heard the trout and salmon there was really good years back. I just catch and release all my fish, but I can understand for people who really like the trout fishing that once you get a bass species in the water, it can compete a lot with your trout. Again, I'm making my way back towards the boat landing. And probably eventually I'm making my way north myself. You never know, I might run into that Burke's Outdoors before this day's over. I'm just going to spend the day enjoying the outdoors and fishing. Best I can anyway, depending on the amount of people around. That's a huge factor on a holiday weekend. At least for me anyway. Ooh, hold on. I lost my, I'm glad I noticed that. Sorry guys, sorry about that. I lost my bag of lures and stuff out of my back pocket. Yes, Kay, welcome. Good to see you. All right, let's see what we got for battery on here. 27. I got 27% left on my battery. All right, guys, I'm gonna head back towards the bridge. See what we can do down here. We had real good luck here earlier. We'll see if there's any stragglers still around that I ain't hook-mouthed already. And I could go down below even. I could not be happy with the support you guys have shown this morning. No, sticking with the live and being here this morning. I really appreciate it. It's been awesome. Okay. Bear with me, guys. Trying to make my way around here. I don't want to step in the hole or anything. Here we go. There. Okay. I am back to the bridge. We'll see what we can do down below. We've made it, guys. Back to where we started. Whew. What an absolutely gorgeous morning for fishing. Thanks for sharing your experience. I appreciate you guys tuning in. I'm trying to get my hours up and time up so I can monetize this thing. I've had plenty of followers for a while with the 25,000 I got, but I don't have the view time yet. So the lives are seeming to help that grow my channel. I mean, not my channel, but my watch hours. I'll hopefully get monetized here shortly. Well, I appreciate everybody tuning in today. You guys have been awesome with your support. I could not be happier. Wow. Just looking at all the people on here that's been the top fans today. You guys are super. Thank you so much. It means the world to me. Come on, fishy, fishy. If you haven't yet, it helps the channel. Yes. Yes, the views do help. The watch time helps. I mean, follower-wise, I've had it for a while. I just don't have the hours, and the lives are helping me with the hours, for sure. And I can tell going through the, what is it, TikTok show? No, not TikTok, jeez, YouTube Studios. I mean, I don't know what the heck I was thinking there, but anyway, through YouTube Studios, I think is where I watch the progress of my channel as far as you know, the hours for monetization for long form and for shorts also. If I would have been signed up for everything earlier, I would have made it on shorts, because it's one of the things that really helped my channel earlier this year, or last year. I can't remember which one it was. No, I guess it was last summer. It was last summer? Well, last year, I think. I had a couple shorts do really, really well. And they performed unbelievable. I mean, I got thousands and thousands and thousands of subscribers off of them. I got millions of views and everything. I'm glad I found a close fellow Mainer who likes to fish. I go out into the Maine woods a lot on my own, because I have none that finds it that fun like myself. Yeah, I enjoy it. You know, my biggest thing is I may not go, you know, as many places as I would like, but I do venture from time to time and do travel. I live on the coast, actually. I mean, you think about it, I'm probably 2 hours from where I live. And, you know, I mean, earlier this year, to be honest, Burke's Outdoors, I was up to the St. John. I've got a video, I got a post of that. Me and my daughter, we went up on the St. John, and she filmed me while I was fishing up there, bass fishing. And I want to get back up on the St. John the worst way. I'd like to do that hopefully in the next few weeks. Get back up to the St. John. I'd like to catch a muskie. I'm in hopes to make it back up there, and at least, and if not, the bass fishing up there was fun. I started fishing in Fort Kent and then fished my way back to Van Buren on that St. John. Had a blast that day. Caught several fish. I like to catch mackerel on a Christmas tree. The St. John's awesome. Yes, it is. I've only fished it once, and I hadn't been to Fort Kent. I mean, I'd been up to like the Madawaska and up that way before, but I hadn't been all the way to Fort Kent, and I wanted to do mile marker 1. I'm on other social media besides here. I'm over on FB and Insta and Talk and all that, and I mean, I'm in several of the other places, and because of my Facebook page, I was up to, that's why I was up there doing mile marker 1, and I'm hoping someday to get down and to do the last one down to Key West. I was hoping to do that in the winter. I don't know if it'd be this winter or not, but I just thought it'd be a nice thing. I figured I made it to the first one. If I can make it to the last one, and depending on the weather, that'd be kind of cool. Oh, that's awesome, Lewis. Glad you subscribed. I'm going to check it out as soon as I'm done with this live. I'm going to charge this phone and get my charging block. Hopefully I still get that in the car. And I'm going to head north myself. Is it Holkin? Welcome. Good to see you. I'm going to walk around the shore here after this cast. I'm going to walk down the shore a little. That's fine. I'm going to walk down the shore a little here and try down below. Make a few casts before my battery runs out on this live. See if we can catch something down below, guys. Bear with me a second. We'll make our way down there and try some. I'll go down this way here. Try off that point down that way. I've caught several down there before in the past. Well, Wayne, I've got to go to church real quick. Like I do every Sunday. It's not long. Then I'm going to head out fishing. Well, I may see you up there. You never know. I am coming that way. I'm going to head towards Lincoln as soon as I'm done with this live. I appreciate you, man, for stopping by and for all the support. And I will do my best to check your channel out for sure. And like I said, if you could just leave a comment on my newest video, I can get right to your channel without having to look it up. I'll just click on your picture. So if you could go to my latest post, I think it's, like I said, I think it's bloodworming the last time I posted, yesterday or the day before on my short. Just put a quick comment or something or whatever, just so I can click on your picture and I'll check your channel out, Burke's Outdoors. And I really appreciate you tuning in. I really do. It means the world to me, man. And maybe I'll run into you up there today. I ain't going to be here much longer myself, and I'm going to be headed that direction. I may stop on the way to Lincoln, right there where the park is, on the left on the Penobscot, and make a cast or two there. I'm not sure. I'm assuming though it'll be getting crowded by the time I get there. Usually that place is something. Okie doke. Hope to see you around, my friend. I hope so, bud. I hope so. All right. Let's try a few casts down here. See what we can get. Okay, I'll see what we got here. 21% left on the battery, guys. Let's see what we can get. Come on, fishy, fishy. Fish on. Fish on. There we go. Right there. Later, guys. Later, Lewis. Nice little smallmouth right there, guys. Nice one. Get that hook out. Come on, buddy. There we go. Nice. That's a nice little smallmouth right there. People who just joined, I'm here on the Passadumkeag River, here in the state of Maine, town of Passadumkeag. If you get a chance today, and you haven't been here on the whole live, you may want to go back and watch the whole thing, because I've caught a ton of fish today. It's been an eventful fishing morning here, for sure. Hope you have a great day, Lewis. Appreciate you guys. If you tap that screen twice, if you're new to the live, if you tap the screen twice, that gives me a thumbs up. So if you like the content, feel free to tap that screen twice. Hopefully that will help the algorithm, push this out to more people. Feel free to share the live. Let people know that I am. I'd appreciate it. On the access road on the way to the interstate by a big green bridge is good. Talk to you later. Awesome. Thank you. Appreciate that. I appreciate that. Thank you, Burks. All right. So we've got one smallmouth since we come down this way. The fishing has been spectacular here on this river today. Could not be happier. Caught pickerel, caught bass. Been able to meet a lot of great people in the chat today. It's been an awesome morning. little bit of a weed on that. Kind of made an extra long trailer there on that. That's kind of cool. Welcome everybody. I see some people just joined us. Appreciate you tuning into the live this morning. Hope all's well with you. Hope the weekend's going good. Weeds are prevalent this morning. Wow, goodness gracious. Ton of them around. It's okay. We're getting there. We are getting there. What am I using? I'm using a MEP spinnerbait. I have gone through a couple of these today. I lost one of these to I'm assuming probably a pickerel. I had a white one on earlier, lost that, but I'm back to another one, a dark one. But the MEP spinner has done well, and I've also caught a smallmouth bass this morning on a whopper plopper. But the MEP spinner is what I'm using at the moment. I use these quite often. Spinners have treated me well. I've caught bass this morning. I've caught pickerel this morning. I've caught a bunch of different fish. A bunch of fish, I should say, this morning. Hey, if you get a chance to replay this live, I recommend it because it's been eventful and quite a few fish, a few misses that were pretty awesome. Oh, there was a hit right there. I don't know what it was, but it just hit it sideways. Come on, fishy, fishy. Just a little bit more. I was going to go up a ways, but I'm going to head out and try a different spot eventually here, so didn't want to go too far. It's probably as far as I'm going today on this lower end for now, and continue my adventure somewhere else after this. And like I said, I'm probably going to go north here in Maine and try up around Lincoln, Passadumkeag, up that way. Kind of the direction I think I'm going to head. See how things go. See if I make it that far. All right. Couple more casts, guys. See if we can catch us one more. Ooh. Pickerel, I think, just came out of the weeds there after it. Do 3 more casts. This is the first one of it. One. 2 more after this. See if we can get any. Ooh! He come out after it, just a little bugger. If you're not subscribed to the channel and you like the content, guys, feel free to hit that subscribe button. I'd appreciate it. If you get value out of the content. And if you've just joined, I see we've got up to 60 people in here now. If you've just joined, check out this live after it gets posted. I've caught several fish this morning. If you're into fishing, you can check out and see what I caught. I had one almost 3-pound bass, well, right around 3 pounds, smallmouth. I guess I am going to cast a couple more times. But I appreciate you taking time out of your day. Last cast coming. This is going to do it right here, guys. This is it. Again, thank you guys very much for tuning in. All the support. Feel free to share the live. You check out my newest posts. I also harvest worms and clams here in the state of Maine. And you can check that content out too if you like it. Throw a like on the content. I'd appreciate it. And feel free to share the content as well. That'd be awesome. Well, guys, I appreciate the tuning in today. I hope you guys all have a great day. We got a 4-pound bass. That's awesome. Congratulations, Oliver. Take care, everybody. We'll see you.